when I see the written word and I get an idea in my head if I choose the title or if I read through the lyrics.
Sir Elton John, the flamboyant piano legend whose sequined jackets and glittering glasses have dazzled audiences for over 5 decades, is more than a performer. He's a truth-teller in a world built on pretense.
No, they want their own act. They don't want Elton. They want my piano playing, but they don't want the typical Elton.
Beneath all that sparkle lies one of music's most brutally honest voices. And when Elton speaks his mind, the industry listens or winces. Throughout his career, Elton has never shied away from calling out fellow musicians. From the Rolling Stones to Oasis, his feuds reveal not just personal clashes, but deep convictions about what makes music real. So today on StarLoop News, we're diving into some of the most unforgettable rivalries that shaped the Rocket Man's fiery reputation. Let's start with the Rolling Stones, rock's eternal bad boys. Elton once quipped that their endless rebellion had become 3 chords in search of a new idea. In his eyes, the Stones' refusal to evolve turned them into caricatures of their former selves. When Elton's theatrical shows began outshining their stripped-down performances, tensions flared. If they spent less time trying to look cool, Elton once said, maybe they'd sound cooler too. Then came the explosive feud with Oasis, those loudmouth princes of 90s Britpop. It began harmlessly, dinner at Elton's mansion, until Noel Gallagher called Elton's music dad rock. Elton's comeback was instant. At least my dad didn't have to listen to your whining. From then on, it was open war. He slammed their lack of professionalism, saying, trashing hotels doesn't make you a rock star. Showing up for your fans does. Another bitter rivalry emerged with Electric Light Orchestra's Jeff Lynne. Elton dismissed Yellow's lush symphonic sound as overproduced circus music, claiming it buried the melody under 40 bloody violins. While Lynne pushed for futuristic arrangements, Elton championed raw songwriting, saying, if that's the future of pop, I'll stay in the past where songs matter. Even Queen wasn't immune. Though Elton and Freddie Mercury shared mutual respect, there was always tension beneath the glam. When Bohemian Rhapsody dethroned Elton's Island Girl, he reportedly grumbled, anyone can have a hit if they spend 3 weeks layering vocals. Yet behind the rivalry lay admiration. Elton later admitted that Freddie was the only other Queen I ever respected. And then came his modern-day clash with Moby. As electronic music rose, Elton scoffed, button-pushing isn't musicianship. To him, sampling wasn't art, it was theft. If the future of music is one man and a computer, he said, then count me out. Even the Beatles' solo years weren't safe. Elton adored John Lennon but mocked Paul McCartney's Wings as Michelangelo painting by numbers. As for Ringo, being the 4th most talented Beatle, Elton joked, is like being the 4th crayon in a box of 3. Through all his fiery opinions, one thing remains clear. Elton John isn't fueled by hate, but by passion. His words reflect an artist who refuses to compromise his craft, who believes that true rebellion is found not in attitude, but in evolution. Elton once said, if you can't speak your mind in this business, what's the point of being in it? And love him or loathe him, that honesty has made him a legend, both on stage and off. This is StarLoop News, where the stories behind the stars shine brightest. If you love this dive into Elton John's fiercest feuds, hit that like button, subscribe for more untold music rivalries, and drop a comment below. Which feud shocked you most?